Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 15 of our playthrough on the Deadland map. We're playing as the Ironteeth faction and we're playing on hard mode. So, where are we getting into straight today? I'd like to talk about the Reservoir, whilst I love it. I do love it, it is my child. We can do things a little bit differently. So, is that even aligned at the top? Did I not do this at the right height? No, I did do it at the right height. Anyway. So, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about how the reservoir is laid out. So, I don't like this spillway here. So this is going to go away. But there is a wet reservoir in the UK. I don't know if any of you will have seen it. Where in the centre of the reservoir, the spillway is there. And it creates like a big plug hole. And it goes down and it looks really, really sick. So I thought we would try and do something like that. I just don't know how much... We do have space at the bottom of the map. We do have space to come in and, you guessed it, tunnel. So what we're going to do is, once the bad water's cleaned out, we're going to put in a nice big plug hole in the middle that all the water can go to once it's hit a certain height. But to achieve that, we need to come over here and start doing stuff. Start doing our bad tide diversion. So we have 13 days left of the bad tide. So it just kind of is going to be what it's going to be. We could stop water coming in here. We've already stopped this. But I'm just going to let that go. So what else can we do? I did have an excellent comment about the farmhouses. I probably don't actually need the third one. Let's just put one onto harvest and just see what that does. If the numbers don't stack up, we will continue to do that. Water-wise, we are looking great now. 3.1k, 1.5k bad water. And we have... we could do with a little bit more food. And I still am committed to changing this into a... completely farming area. Just going to take time. Oh, you can also all go away. This is still gushing out, so I can't really. I mean, we can get over here actually. Let's start to at least get rid of some of this. So. I don't know what the best course of action is going to be. Do I just... I think what I want to do, and I know it seems a bit wasteful, but I want to keep them as high as possible to begin with. And pop that there. So then they can start to... we can maybe put some lumberjack. Not lumberjack, scavenger jacks. It's close enough. Scavenger flags there. And we'll put in a storage here as well. Thank you for everyone's concern about my wrist. More concern than I get from my family. No, I'm joking. Emily's very concerned about my wrist. But yeah, no, it seems to be okay. I think it's... I have this broken chair, so I still need a new PC chair. But I was using the broken chair because it's comfier, because on my WoW guild we have like a game night, and I was using it for that. So rather than swap back, I just jumped in the chair to start playing, and it was not the best move I've ever done in my life. I probably don't actually need you. And I also saw a really cool thing we could do. So, I mean, I hate where we put all of our sensors, but we do have sensors over here. So this is fine over here. What I saw a really cool thing was, where's the population sensor? I don't know whose channel this is off. I have unashamedly stole it. So if we put a population counter there, if you do contaminated total greater than, so if we do it greater than 0, then what I can do is I can automate these. So I'm assuming this so they don't waste extract. So you can do that. That's brilliant, isn't it? My mind is absolutely blown. I know I'm a very simple human being, but I do absolutely love that. So we're starting to conquer this side of the map. I think we could potentially tree farm up here, and you'll notice that I haven't put my lovely usual pine resin farm in. We only have 50 pine resin. We are full on treated planks, but I am conscious that we will start to get towards the end, and I won't have enough wood. So we're going to pop a load more trees in. And what I think we'll do is we'll have a pine forest up here. I think that's cool. We'll stick a water dump here, and we'll just have a pine forest where we can dump our water. And maybe... And they should be deleting those trees. Is this connected? It is connected. Have I prioritised anything else? Does it always do those colours? Does it always? I don't know. We also need to think about coming over here because I do want to... The idea is I would like to divert or cap all of the caps. All of the things. So we have water seep over here. We probably have loads of drains in under here as well, don't we? I want to bring the dead land back to life. Bad water drain, bad water drain, bad water... I mean, the one on the edge of the map's easy. You just push off the edge, don't you? But first, what I think we can do is... When we have access over here, I would like to come and sort some of this out. So we have this... Where is it? We have this here. So what I think I'm going to do is we are going to come up here because we can access it. And we are just going to... A 2 dynamite, I guess? Now, will that cause that to explode out? We'll see. We will see. Lovely, they've done that now. So, I think one of the best changes they did on this game was make it so that the aquifer drills don't actually chuck out bad water. I remember playing on Oasis at the beginning when it chucked out bad water, and I set up this one, well, I wouldn't call it a wonderful bad tide defense, a bad tide defense, and then they changed it so that you didn't it didn't do that, and then I was most upset. Can you come and build this for us? They are. They will come and build this for us. So, as you can see, we are actually pumping this at quite a rapid pace now. We have almost pumped all of this out. I mean, I'm not concerned about the amount of water we have. We have 2.9k, but we could always have more. So, what do we actually have down here? So, we have... This is made food, isn't it? So did we want to have up here, did we want to have the raw stuff up here as well? Did I want to put a nice big structure? So I'm not going to come into anything if I just start dynamiting, am I? No. So maybe, how big's a warehouses? And how many, oh, I started putting that in as well, didn't I? And how many resources do we actually have? Let's click on this one. So food-wise, we have raw. So raw we're using. We have 5. I might just have to cause absolute arson there. So if we were to run, oh, I put that in there, didn't I? Well, I think we're going to extend this out, and we can do that. So why screw about when I can just create extra space, like so, can't I? Great. Let's delete that. You know what? That's going to really annoy me. It doesn't look natural, does it? So we can make it look natural. I know this isn't necessary. I know it really isn't necessary, but it makes me happy. And then it kind of does look like a natural overhang. I mean, the weirdest natural overhang you've ever seen. But it does kind of look like one. And we can run a path back here. So the idea being that what I'm going to do is I'm also going to continue the path out here. I'll tell you what. We'll come up with something else, but I'm going to delete that. And then what I can do is I can put... Where are they? Oil presses. Food. We can put 2 more oil presses down here. And I am aware I'm going to have to come out here to build this at some point. And I'm aware I promised this very early on, and now nothing is happening. So you're just going to have to bear with me. You're just going to have to bear with me. And trust the process. Can we boom that? We can. And we're going to put in a... Where is it? It's underwater. So we'll pop that there. I mean, that is called build that when there's nothing else going on, guys. They are smashing out the tribute to ingenuity. So gears are almost all in. Treated planks are in. Metal blocks are okay. How is our production? Are we satisfied with it? I'm not particularly, but I don't really know where we come in with expanding the production area, because I'm going to put warehouses here now, which is probably a really dumb idea. Unless we start to level some of this off, or even, is there a world in which platforms go on top here and we run power over here? Maybe it is. Maybe there is a world. I mean, we have power from here, and that connects into the... No, it doesn't connect into the network. We can come up with something. My first initial thing I want to do... Do we have enough scrap metal? They are still collecting. And that is set to provide. So, okay. We do need more scrap metal. It seems to be limiting us quite a bit. Could you come down here and build this for me, please? So, what was I doing? Before I got distracted. So, 1, 2, 3. And I guess... yeah, I guess we go as far as that. And that could be the next highest priority. We only have 6.6 days left. I assume we are completely dry now pumping. We are, aren't we? So, we have hit the limit of what the water is willing to sustain us. So I need to make sure we don't... I mean, what is our population's counter set to? Set to 120. So we'll keep set 120. So 120 is where we want to be at the moment. Build that. Oh, they're putting the mine in as well. We really reduced that, didn't we? Okay. No, we will demolish them anyway. They have got little projects to be going on. I would like this built before the inevitable tide, the good tide. 1.8k. They are thirsty. So what that tells me is we have not got enough water storage. We have not got enough water storage in the slightest. So do we have storage for water down here? No, we do not. Can I... Is there a world in which we chuck some water storage down here? There is. And... we just put them as water. And set them to obtain. So that's still got water in that still. I mean, there is still water around. We're not going to run out. We've got 5 days left. Does there come a point where this runs out as well? That's interesting. I mean, it's going to be moot soon because we're going to have this, but... it is very interesting. Yes, do please build that. I need to... what I need to do is I need to see... oh, they are. They're doing stuff underground as well, aren't they? I need to see what we're doing around here when it's got no bad water in for me to start to put stuff in. So where are they tunneling? Oh, I told them to tunnel, didn't I? That's just going to take them a little bit of time. And you can start working now, actually, guys. Oh, and they've done this for me as well. That's quick. Boom, boom, boom. So, storage. Let's get the raws in. How many raws did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might actually be able to put all 7 raw food types up here. So I'm going to do something like I did. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we might as well just extend it all out. You know what I mean? Is that similar? Oh no, we need to do that to make it look a little bit less dumb. And then we're going to go for the... I don't know where I became so aesthetically minded. Maybe I'll show you some of my like pre YouTube like builds, and you'll see what a mess they are. And we might put a path around there so they can run and get that. So what do we want here? Cassava, soybean, canola, corn, eggplant, mushrooms, and algae. I'm going to put them in for now. Oh, we do need one more for coffee. Yeah, that's fine. We can work that out. In fact, I could actually. Nothing says I can't do this, can I? Let's delete them. Let's pop that there. Then we can build that there. We can put the coffee beans there. That's also good. But that's not gonna come into anything. We're not gonna lose any water. They are doubles. That's fine. So they are slowly coming and putting this out. I also need to... I wonder if there's a world. Yes, there is. So I need to get rid of the stuff over here first. Well, not first, but the sooner we get rid of that, the sooner we can... not lumberjack, metal scavengers. We're getting to the point as well where I'm going to need more beef. Okay, so that is bad. That is bad. So does that make this farm non-viable? It kind of does. But maybe we can do something clever. Maybe we can do something clever. It might not be the cleverest thing I've ever done, but... Dirt. I'm still really pleased with this. I really like this. Wow. Okay. So we also do need to come over here and start to think about this. So let's put in a dynamite there. So at least we're going to be able to come over here and access this. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're going to go for the same kind of style. So we're going to maybe we'll protrude out a little bit more, and maybe we will hug around the cliff a little bit more when we get to the edge. And then we're going to stick in. We're going to have like a raised shopping area / rooftop bar, campfires, you know, that kind of thing going on. That kind of vibe. 742 water, so we are going down quite low. So I do just have to be mindful of that. So we do have a bit of a problem. Pause you. And let's get some lumberjack flags over here. Have we put those scavenger flags in down there yet? No, we haven't. They are still taking all of this out. I'm going to let them continue to do that. The dirt thing is paused. Do we not have one for explosives? We do not. So, So, and for the people that keep commenting on the video saying, why am I putting the timers in? It is to act as a buffer. So the idea is that it's acting as a buffer so that they don't just immediately go, oh, I'm going to run back to my job. And sort of, you know, so for example, let's find somebody, whoever works in this lumber mill. If I set it to like a set figure without, no, say I set it to 90% without the timer, he's going to go, oh, okay, if we've hit 90%, I can run off and be a builder. But if he doesn't come, but then when somebody uses a plank, he gets halfway to his job and then he goes back to the other high priority job. So what I need them to do is I need them to stay doing their job for a little while. This is very sad, isn't it? And we're going to put in, while we're here, put a depth sensor in there. And I'm once again asking a lot of them. Especially considering there's probably not that many builder beavers. Oh, there is a reasonable amount. Wonder why they're working. What dirt they? Oh, they're putting all this dirt in up here, probably. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And I do need to also put resource counters in for the for all of the food sources. I am fully aware of that. So corn rations. Yeah, all of that needs to go in. I'm not sure if this has improved things. I mean, we do still have quite a lot of. I might just turn this one on. Just to see. And we're into the temper cycle. We're not a moment too soon, because we were about to run out of water. So fingers crossed this guy's going to come up here and start pumping, because we need people to pump, because otherwise we're going to die. No two ways about it. Oh my god, that's filled up. Was that meant to be filling up? We need to clear all the water out. And we also need to, while we're now in a temperate cycle, come down here and smash this out. So we've got even less beavers now, because look how many beavers have now run and started pumping again. Which is fine, I need them to. But I would also like them to do this. Look at that flow. That's good. And look at, hopefully, all of this flowing out of here. I don't think I quite appreciate how much water is in here. Because that isn't going down. Is it? Oh, I can't believe I didn't put enough valves out there to come out the bottom. I mean, what we can do, there was an easy fix, is we could just put some floodgates across there. And then I'll come and do that. Yeah, okay. That's fine. What is everybody doing? 140 water. You guys not pumping your asses off. You should be pumping your asses off. Nobody is working in here. Nobody's working here. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? So 120 beavers isn't enough for what we've got going on. So the idea I had here was what I'm going to do is I'm going to detonate that. It's probably silly. Probably don't need to do this, but I need insurance just in case. Fluid dump. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this when this is equal to or less than 0. Yeah, when this is equal to or less than 0, I want you to be turned on. So if that runs out of water in there, we can then start to, that will start to fill up, and then that will repopulate all of that. What's happened is that's just visual. But it all died. What happened there? Where did that even come from? That's filled up, hasn't it? So there's clearly something going on here that doesn't. Maybe we raise that up. I don't know. Looks horrendous. Anyway. Oh, this is all good now. This is all fine. We don't need the floodgates, but like, I mean, why not? Just in case. We can stop the bad water flowing through next time. Get producing. "32 beavers are not working." Oh, I need to automate you, don't I? Automate you to that one. And then I can copy that onto that and that. So they're paused. That saved us a couple of jobs. You are automated. You are also automated. The corn rations are automated as well. Where do we have corn rations? Is that still... Scraps there. Corn rations there. It's a bad tide. I didn't want a bad tide. Feels strange that I feel like not enough people are pumping. So let's turn this off now. So let's go down there, because this is now all full of good water. So this will now fill up. How are we getting on down here? Keep going. And I would just like to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel and continues to watch all my videos. You genuinely don't know how much it means and how much it encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing. So yes, thank you. Oh, I think we built the tribute to ingenuity. I would say we definitely built a tribute to ingenuity. There we go, look at that. 31 well-being. Hopefully beavers start to live a little bit longer. Yeah, there we go. See, the beavers have... We've equilibrized a little bit on the amount of beavers we have. I would like them to pump a little bit more. Is there a world in which we... Maybe not there. Yeah, is there? Can maybe put 2 more pumps in here? Would that help a little bit? And then they should be linked to the same. Forgive me. They should be linked to the same timers as that. Yeah, they are. So that's fine. They can build that in their free time. This is hopefully filling up. She appears to be. Do you know what? I might actually. Oh. I might actually want to put a block on that place so that it can only come out this side. Or we could divert around here. Because we're just losing it off the side of the map at the moment. Interesting. How's it going down here? We're still really low on cassava and really low on soybeans, so we're going to need another farm. Could swap some of that. I mean, I just need to come and sort something out down here, don't I? Let's just block this in. We knew we were going to do it. Let's just block it in. And then I will think about putting another water dump in down here. That's all fine. Scrap metals. We are hammering the scrap metal. Oh, they built these as well. Lovely. So are they going down? And they are going down slowly, aren't they? I need to probably get rid of that. Pause that. Let's pause that for now. And let's put a gate in. And I would like you to build that straight away so nobody can get stuck. And what I want to do is I want to... Can I automate that? Oh, I can. Automate. When they're on a bad tide. No, we want it on a temporary cycle, don't we? Pause. Do we have one for temporary cycle? Do we not? What do you do? Drought. Can I do? Okay, so let's just put a relay up here as well, quick. Build that quick, and then what we'll do is we will switch you to not bad tide, and then switch you to that relay, and then that should work. And they can't go down there, but I don't have to unpause that. There we go. There we go. Saved it. So we do have all of this water, which we can now use. We don't currently have a pumping system for it. I also need to get rid of all of this, don't I? Render scaffolding. Oh, I didn't raise all of this. We have got a bit of contamination in here. I can live with that. That's not horrendous. I mean, it is horrendous, but I can... 24 days as well, so we're not coming in there to do that anytime soon. That's very frustrating. What I'll do is I will automate you on a bad tide. Always raise. That way I haven't got to worry about that. Probably should have done that earlier. How are the boys doing? So we have 21. We don't have enough beavers. Is there a world in which I increase the population? Now this will probably go horrendously badly. Let's increase the population so we can keep breeding. I do have loads doing scrap. They don't really need to be doing this. I'm just kind of being a purist at this point. Do you know what? We don't need you to finish this. Go do something else. Nobody's working you anyway. Go away. And we're probably better off deleting that. And let's put some dynamite around this one. This is our central bit. So this will be, we'll put a water dump in here. We will go away. You don't need to be there. You definitely don't need to be there. You can be emptied. Go away. We are full of corn ration. How are we full of corn? Do we not have corn storage down here? Build this for me. Build this one specifically. Thank you. That's fine. Give them a little bit more reach. I am quite disappointed it was a bad tide, but I know that's just how the game works. You can't like legislate for what's going to be. I would love to. I mean, we can use this to actually feed. So what I could do is once that's dry and drowned out, we could. Yeah, we can use that to feed in, can't we? We can also stick a dam piece at the top here, and it will flow back that way as well, rather than coming off. So this will fill super quickly. So that's an interesting thing we can do. What are there other monuments? Have we put the Labour monument in yet? Is there somewhere I could put a Labour monument? Right, looks. Oh, we do have a Labour monument there. Oh, I quite like that there. That's all going to come out. That's fine there. Come down here and sort this out. Empty. They built the corn one. Okay. Haulers have got quite a lot to be getting on with. I have given them quite a lot of jobs. So what's that? Corn? That's corn rations. Corn can stay there. The corn rations could be emptied. Tube way station can stay there. Berries can stay there. I mean, it's fine. It's acceptable. It is what it is. So let's copy our setup we have over here. Because I think the main thing I need is I need more of the top three. So I need cassava, soybeans, and canola. Dump, sensor, timer. I do love the copy function. Makes it very handy. So you should be onto that timer, which is going to be onto that depth sensor. And I know we have the dirt, so why don't you come in there and build all of that for me? Go away. Go away, and we will... We can move the huts. Up here seems to be my de facto position to put huts, so that's where the huts are going. Hauling post goes at the end. Builder's hut. Builder's hut. And then we will delete those once those are built. So what priority are you? Low, super low. Right. Super low, and just low. How's our water? 2.4k, 7.4k food. Food is fine. Water's a little bit of an iffy issue, but we have all of this now. So if I really need to, I can come and put some lower level pumps in. We won't stress about it right now. I probably don't actually need that without there. But is it a bit overkill? Yes. Is it going to be okay? Also, yes. Build these for me. Go away. And I feel like this just seems a bit dumb now, so why don't you come out? Why don't you come out? And we will just fill that with dirt. This pathway can go away. Don't really need it. They can stay there. That's fine to get to. That's a thoroughfare. Can't build that because that one hasn't been built. Lovely stuff. Yeah, tripping over themselves to come up here and do this. Oh, okay. That's on me. It's also going to be fun. Oh, how? Oh, that's... Okay, that's stupidly high. Whoopsie. So we'll delete that. So, what I would like to say is, well, I've kind of figured out what I'm doing over this side of the map-ish. What do you want to see me do over this side of the map? Because we have a whole side of the map we need to get to. What I can start to do is I can maybe start to put a tubeway in, maybe from over here. We'll run up a tubeway, and we'll start to come up here and do some stuff. But what would you like me to see? Is it enough to cap it, or do you want to turn it into a forest? Do you want to, like the ideas? I mean, the length of the tides we're having, obviously you can have up to 29 days, like droughts and bad tides down, you can't. So I don't know how feasible putting long-term forests in, as you've seen from, if you watch my other playthrough, you'll see that I'm really struggling with the keeping stuff alive, with the amount of water required. I think there is more water on this map, it's just the amount of beavers required to keep stuff going. I'm fully aware we didn't actually come down and do this, did we even? Which we should have done. That's on me. Keeping the amount of beavers... The amount of beavers required to keep up with a high system of a lot of water dumps. Now, I know we could use the automated one. We do have quite a lot of geothermal, plus I can create a bad tide power plant to power them, and we could recycle water up from the bottom, maybe run a reservoir or something, I don't know, around the bottom around here, pump it up to the top so that it's... I don't want to do another Eternal River. I'm doing an Eternal River on the other playthrough. So, you know, it's one of them where I don't want to just start doing too much of the same. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see, because we're at the stage of playthrough. We're stable. Water security is about to be a non-issue, real non-issue. That I would like you to come in and give me ideas. Maybe not like minutiae ideas, like maybe like just, you know, like big ideas, like strategic ideas. That's the word I'm looking for. So. Oh, we do have to come down a relative way. Start to think about this. I think it's going to be a bright pain in the arse to build, but I really want to do it, so we're going to do it. I'm guessing whether I'm going to be able to do it. No, I don't think I am. Maybe we could do it here, so maybe if I do... Detonate that for me, and then we'll see what that looks like. We might be able to do it. Either that, or we stick another layer of dirt in. I know that's really counterproductive. Perhaps you built these. You are building them. Time for you to go away. I don't think I need the paths, do I? Do I need the paths? Probably not. So, what we're going to plant here: cassava, soybeans, and canola. I mean, do I need the paths? To get over to this warehouse, I think it probably actually makes sense. So let's just leave this path in. And to be honest, it doesn't make sense not to have that path, does it? So, hopefully he's going to start planting soon. And we've just gone to 4 extra beavers. The confusion of my life. So, we know we want cassava. We might even need 2 farmhouses for this. Soybean. And canola. Run canola there as well. And that now looks a lot more like an actual farm, doesn't it? We still can do some stuff here, maybe get rid of some of this, but I don't hate this so much. I hate the breeding pot around here. We probably will try and make that look a little bit better, but it's not the most pressing thing on my mind. So what happens when I give them like 20 million projects? So we got 16.5 days left. Scrap metal down here. So maybe we start to see. This is where like I shouldn't have like buried myself in. This is why when Croc said I shouldn't put everything underground. I should listen to people. No, I know that's really dumb. But I'm very lazy. No, not Tubeway Station. Come off the edge like that, and then what we'll do is we will put a station in up here. So this could be our adventure over to the other side. And remember, when they're in tubes, they can't get contaminated. So they can just start building that as and when they so desire. Which is right away, apparently. But they've not got other projects to be doing. They've done this. Or are there just loads of beavers now? I think there's just loads of beavers now. Look at that. Isn't that a much better farm? Or we can actually squeeze one more crop in. Canola. Need the canola. Do really need the canola as well, because the canola is lagging behind. Cassava is really lagging behind. Fermented soybeans also aren't doing the business. Oh, that's fermented cassava. Yeah, cassava are really, really struggling. So what I might do is I might actually call you. I might tell you to prioritize the cassava. Do we actually have overlap here? We have a reasonable amount of overlap between all three farmhouses. So I didn't do that on purpose. I did that as very much as an accident. But I would live with it. I will take the benefits. And let's build that stairs there. Bit of dynamite here, because I will have to drag this down. So we're probably going to take all of this out here, or do I? No, what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. Maybe we could put that there, and we could come out here, because I can still have that under there. So we could remember what we said. I want it to look sensible. Relatively sensible. No, that's dumb. They really are struggling for things to do, aren't they? They've even started to build the pissing. Yeah, okay, they started to build it. So we will let them start to do stuff. But detonate that down. Ooh, sugar, that was almost. Almost killed some beavers there. And let's do them in. How is this configured in here? Oh, so I could actually... Do I need to tunnel through here? Yeah, we'll see what that looks like. I'm not sort of like super married to this idea at the moment. We'll see what it looks like when we get somewhere. I guess they probably almost put this in now, haven't they? Oh no, that is still low prioritized. So let's detonate these, see what we're working with, see how far down we get. I think it is only one layer. Oh no, it's 2 layers. So what I want to do. How far are we actually over here as well? I keep remembering this tunnel. This tunnel's like my my forgotten burden. So I hope you're seeing what I'm saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a big tube. Let's see if I can squeeze it in this episode. Well, not squeeze in building it, because it definitely won't be built this episode, but squeeze in like the idea behind it. curly set of... Pop you there. And then we're going to tunnel out. We're going to tunnel out to there. And then we're going to potentially push the water out that way. So what this is going to look like is it's going to... I don't even know what the name of the reservoir actually is in the UK that this is based on. I hate this already, but thing is I can't do curves. Well, I can't do curves very well. Or actually, okay. What I should also do is I should also put in some valves at the bottom so that if I ever need to evacuate the reservoir, I can. Always learn this the hard way. No, but I don't want it to do that. And then how much? Oh, we do need to go a reasonable amount higher. Is that the same height? Yeah, so if that's the same height, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do... I know this looks a bit dumb, but I think it's going to be cool. So the idea is when there is water, it will just flow down there and flow out there. And if we decide to clean all of this up, because there is another water source there, block the side of the map off, what we can do is we can flow it around here. So rather than having all the flow come off the side of the map here where it's not useful, we can pop it under there, and then it should all spill down that way. I quite like this idea. I mean, it is my idea, but you know when you just see like a random like thing on you know, one of your socials or something, and you see like, oh, look at this cool drain, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, and I'm like, how can I put that into my Beaver game? So we have that one there. We are coming up to 53 minutes, so this will be over shortly. But yes, I think we're making progress. So we've improved the farm area down here. That's a bit sad, but whatever. Is what it is. I could fill this in a little bit more. That's also an option. 2.8k, 11.5 days left. We are almost out of water here. We are already out of water here. We're going to detonate that so I can put coffee in. But not yet, because there's loads of beavers down there. And maybe we could actually put a coffee thing here. I don't know. We could find a way of squeezing it in. We haven't even put the coffee in. And the big pine farm I said I was going to put in still hasn't gone in. Oh, they can reach all of that. Pine farm's going to go up here. Obviously not yet because of the contamination. I guess we could even maybe put a coffee farm up here. Or the coffee farm can maybe come up here. We could do a little bit of section there. Or even down here. Once this is closed off, I think this is free real estate. Well, obviously it's free real estate. But I think that's free real estate. Is there any more? What are you? You're a relic. Is there any more sources over here? Or have we... There is a seep here. A bad water seep. So we're just going to come over and close that one in. And then there is also this bad water, this normal water source. So we're going to have to come and do something with that as well. Maybe just plunge it down and stick it off the edge. But that is something for another time. They are building this. I mean, so they should. I've told them to, but I think this is going to be cool. I hope you think so as well. I really like this idea. And then we can also maybe even remove that piece there. I mean, actually, is there any reason? There's no reason not to take this out now. I know I'm making the episode last longer. Take that out. And then what we can do... Oh, I can't... Okay, I can't put it there. We can put a fill valve. So that if... So, yeah, so we can always say the target height is to be kept at that. So that will then fill up from there, which will then cascade down into here. So that works well. Levy. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take the top off there. And we're going to have dams this way. I mean, we might as well just have dams both ways. I don't think that's actually impactful. So we will keep that one dam there. And then we will build all of this as well. 9.8 days, it should be fine. I do want them to be cautious because I don't want them to... They are doing the Lord's work, aren't they? I don't know why I said I'm not religious. So we do just have to be careful that we don't brush through that and then that just overtops. And we also need to change some of this around. So these need to become... These need to be... So this just needs to come out now. These do not need to be here. Go away. I was saying goodbye and now I've like... just started doing like random stuff. No, not a floodgate. Let's keep that at point 0.6. So that should keep all of that at 0.6. So that will flow through here from this big reservoir back here, and lovely. So that is me actually saying goodbye now. I think we've made some solid progress. I think I'm annoyed that the bad tide is taking as long as it is, and it was a bad tide, so we can't come over here and sort this. We're going to put a lovely pine tree farm over here, maybe even a coffee tree farm somewhere up here, somewhere over there, I don't know. We will get into the coffee. Ingredients are lacking behind, but we have put another farm in. We have resources. Fermented cassava is the only food source we are not full on. I do need to put some sensors in so that we stop producing food when we are over a certain amount, and I might do that off screen so that you guys don't have to watch it, but I'll probably forget and I'll probably have the same conversation next episode with you. Because that's just how I operate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, consider hitting like and subscribe. I'd be incredibly grateful if you would. So I will see you next time. And let me know what you think we should do on the other side of the map. That is the next challenge. After I've done something with this as well. But we'll look at that next time. And I will leave you with a boom. So boom. Oh, that was disappointing, wasn't it? An extra boom. There you go. Goodbye.